Okay, today we're going to talk about segment lengths, intersecting chords, secants, and tangents. The first rule is intersecting chords or secants inside the circle. So if you notice, we've got a chord there. We've got a chord there made up of C and D. Okay. So you're going to multiply down each chord. So this is going to be A times B equals C times D. Okay, just multiply them together. All right, type 2, intersecting secants outside the circle. Okay, so those different outside. All right, so you've got one secant made up of A and B. You've got the other secant made up of C and D. Okay, so you're going to take the outside segment A and multiply it times A plus B equals C times the whole thing again, C plus D. Okay. Our last type here, intersecting secant and a tangent outside the circle. So it's a tangent and the secant meeting outside the circle. So you have your tangent line, that's going to be A here, and then you have your secant, BC. Okay, so then your tangent line is going to be squared, so this is A squared equals B times the same thing as we did on the one before, B plus C. Okay, all right, so let's try the first one here. We have, we're solving for x, so we have two chords. So we have the chords made up of x and 10. We've got the chord made up of 14 and 15. Okay, so we're going to say 10 times x plus, just kidding, 10 times x equals 14 times 15. So this is going to be 10x equals 14 times 15 is 210. Divide by 10, divide by 10, x equals 21. Okay, so you're just multiplying two numbers together. Solve for x. Okay. All right. On number 2 here, same idea. Okay, we've got our two chords intersecting inside the circle. This is BD and AC are my chords, so we're multiplying them together. All right, we're finding the measure of BD. So what are we going to do? We're going to have 6 times 6 equals 4 times 5x minus 1. Okay, so 6 times 6 is 36. This is going to be 20x minus 4. Add 4. Add 4. This is 40 equals 20x. Divide by 20. Divide by 20. X equals 2. Okay. Now you're going to find the measure of BD. All right, number 3. Same idea here. Okay. So you've got your two chords intersecting inside the circle again. We just add a few more x's in there. Okay, so we're going to say 27 times x plus 5 equals 24 times x plus 7. Okay, so we're going to distribute that in. So this is 27x plus 135 equals 24x plus 168. So remember, when you're distributing, you got to share with everybody. Don't leave anybody out. All right, so we're simplifying from there. All your x's on one side. We got 3x equals 33 divided by 3 divided by 3. X equals 11. Okay. We're only solving for x there, so you are done. Okay. All right. Over here, we're going to find TQ. Same idea. We got PQ. We've got RS. Okay. So we're going to set it up and solve for x. Okay, just like you did on number 3. So go ahead and solve for x and then substitute back in to find TQ. All right, number 5. Okay, number 5 is our first secant one. So we've got 2 secants here. Okay, so we've got 2 secants. So it's the outside, so it's 8 times the whole thing, which is 8 plus 19. Okay, so the outside times the whole thing equals 9, which is the outside one, times the whole thing added together. Okay, so 8 plus 19 is going to give me 27. Okay, and then we can't add 9 and x together, so we can go ahead and distribute. So that's going to be 9 times 9 is 81 plus 9x. 8 times 27 is going to be 216 equals 9x plus 81. So minus 81 minus 81. So then we have 9x equals 135 divided by 9, divided by 9, and x equals 15. Okay. All right. So on the next one, it's the same thing. You're going to work this one by yourself. You're trying to find NL. So once you find x, you're going to have to substitute it back in to determine what NL is. Okay, so hopefully you set this up, you found it. So I'll work it out so you can see if you did it correctly. So you've got 13 outside times x plus 13 equals the outside segment times the whole thing. So 10 plus 42 is 52. So this is 13x plus 169 equals 520. So minus 169 minus 169. 13x equals 351. Divide by 13. Divide by 13. X equals 27. Okay, and then you're supposed to find NL. So NL is going to be simply 27 plus 13. So NL equals 40. Oops. A little sloppy there. Let's try that again. 7. So NL equals 40. Okay. All right, I'm going to jump down and we're going to do number 7. So 7's the same thing. So you have the outside times the whole thing, which will be 8 plus 3x plus 4 equals the outside times the whole thing, so 7 plus 2 plus 5x, like so. Alright, so we'll clean this up a little bit. This is going to be 8 times 3x plus 12 equals 7 plus, or times 5x plus 9. Okay, so you've got it cleaned up a little bit, simplified. Now we're going to distribute. 8 times 3x is 24. 8 times 12 is 96. Okay, this is 35x plus 63. So we're going to do minus 63 minus 63, which gives me 24x plus 33 equals 35x minus 24x minus 24x cancels. So this is 33 equals 11x. Divide by 11, divide by 11. So x equals 3. Okay. Alright, I want you to find YZ, number 8 on your own. Okay. And then after you find that, x equals 10. Okay. Last one we're going to do here together is number 9. Okay, notice it is a tangent and a secant. Tangent and a secant. So the outside is squared, so this is 24 squared. The tangent is squared, so it's 24 squared, and the secant rule is still the same. So it's 18 times 18 plus x. So this is 576 equals 324 plus 18x minus 324 minus 324. So that gives me 252 equals 18x. Divide by 18. Divide by 18. And x equals 14. Okay. Alright, number 10 is kind of the same thing. Okay. So what do you get to do to start with? You're going to have 16 squared equals, it's the outside times the whole thing, 5x minus 1 plus 8. So it's set up for you. Go ahead and solve it. And lastly, number 11 is going to be x squared equals the outside times 21 plus 27. So it's going to be x squared equals 27 times 48. So x squared equals 1296. Square root, x equals 36. Alright, make sure you do your assignment now.